When you're young, there's a lot of pressure. First, to choose what subjects you need to take, and then on what career choices you should make. Parents and peer groups, schools, colleges, put a lot of pressure on what the right career is. Newspapers are filled with what the next field is, what's the most high paying career. But in all of this noise, the soul is ignored. Welcome, everybody. Today, I'm going to touch a topic that might stir the currents of your heart. Well, sometimes we just need a different perspective, a more heart-oriented perspective, a more soul-oriented perspective. And I think I can be that voice for you today. So are you on that crossroads where you don't know what career you should choose? When you urge to choose a career, but your heart is not feeling great in that work? Well, in this video is exactly what you need. If you know somebody who needs this, listen on. The first thing that we should always remember is that we are souls here on a journey. The soul comes with a lot of gifts and talents from its previous lifetimes. Those gifts and talents remain hidden. They need our participation, exploration, they need adventures to be unraveled. Many times, the survival mode that we all fall in day-to-day life inhibits the coming out of these gifts and talents. And we aim or start living lives which are very mechanical, which are only focused on paychecks, on productivity, on approval, on validation. But we forget to honor the calling of the soul. We forget to ask these questions. What brings me alive? What lights me up? What's that one thing that I can do for hours, even if it doesn't make financial sense right now? Because the soul really doesn't care about finances, about social approval, public applause. The soul wants to express its sense. The soul also wants to serve. So maybe you should sit down in peace, close your room, turn on a candle, put on an incense. This is how I do it. And really disconnect from the world. And try to connect with my heart. And ask yourself, if I could do anything in the world and money was not a problem, what would I do? If money is not a problem, what would you do? Allow your heart to speak the truth. We are so used to shutting that sound of the soul because it gently whispers. The voice of the soul isn't loud. It's not a motivational leader. The soul whispers softly. So allow the heart to speak and be brave enough that the answer might shock you. The answer might disrupt your current reality. Because what the soul is saying, what the heart is saying, might be totally opposite of what you're currently doing. So give the soul a chance. Write down the answers that come. Don't expect miracles overnight. The path of the soul isn't a straight line. It's often like a meandering river. I noticed that the sound of my heart was very, very nimble. It led me to great adventures, but it was never literal. It was never direct. It was never decodable at one go. Sometimes it took me years to realize that what I was doing was never my path. But then the soul gently guided me to something more beautiful, more fulfilling, more wholesome. What you'll also need to do in this process is really detach from the ego, because the ego loves validation. The ego wants to be the best The ego wants to be the most successful. The ego wants to see itself shining, being better than others. It wants the validation and approval of parents and peer groups. The soul doesn't care for all this. So, detaching from the ego might mean that you might initially earn a little less. People might not approve of your choices. You might not be hyper successful. But in the long run, what is success really? Being mechanical, having so much money, but no peace, no warmth, no glow? No. Our passions, our soul callings light us up. We glow when we're doing what we were meant to do. How can you serve this world? A big question many people forget to ask. In your journey to success, in choosing your careers, also ask, how would I like to serve the world? What is that one problem in the world that I would like to solve? Maybe some of you just want to make this world a happier place. That's a big achievement. If your presence can create joy, that's a life well lived. Maybe companies, parents, peer groups might not see that as the right choice for you. But who cares? You know deep down why you're doing what you're doing. So be brave. Ask how you can use your gifts and talents to make this world a better place. You might realize a superpower that comes with this. You can work relentlessly. This is what I realized. When I followed my purpose, when I tried to serve the world through my unique gifts and talents, I spent hours working and time flew. People thought I was working hard, but to me, it felt like, wow, time just didn't matter. I could work for hours without being tired. I was happy. My mother would ask me, what is this? You're not working? She wouldn't even consider my work as work because she says, you look too happy. People will start getting jealous of you for a fact because it'll feel like you're cheating. You've hacked this life. Doing your passion, following your passion, finding your own niche, carving your own path is for the brave. And if you are on those crossroads right now and you don't know which way to go, well then Vardhan is for you. I've been on that journey. I've found my answers and I will help you find yours. Your life is not a waste. You're not a loser. You're not lost. You're just a beautiful soul trying to go deep, finding answers that superficially cannot be found. So I will handhold you and we will crack the right career choice for you in no time at all. So share this video, comment below, subscribe to my channel if you love spiritual insights, because the voice of the soul can be very easily lost in the noise of this world.